So hopefully this little clip gives you a little bit of an idea about how we would approach trying to gain a little bit more distance for you. And I think the key bit is, number one, is actually measuring first and understanding what creates distance. I've got a wee TrackMan graphic here which helps to explain. We've got a ball flight on the right hand side here. Left hand side is a wee snapshot of what's happening at impact. And down here, well, a whole host of stuff. So this particular shot, just using this as an example, carried 216 yards, rolled out to 251. So, variables that will go in here to allow us to max out what we've got. We've got a launch angle of the ball, a horizontal launch angle, 12.4 degrees, and the ball spin rate of 1811. Now, pretty well researched in science, we know optimal spin rates and optimal launch angles for given ball speeds. In this case, nearly 140 miles an hour ball speed. So whatever your ball speed is, we need to match that up to a launch angle and a spin rate to get a flight that's playable. Taking that one stage further back, we kind of start looking at a little bit at, club head speed. The higher the club head speed, the more potential there is for distance there. But we do need to make sure that we hit the ball out the middle of the club. The smash factor measures that, so we should get a good conversion from club speed into ball speed. That's one way of maxing out. If you're not hitting the middle of the club regularly, then that's not going to help greatly. This measurement here, spin loft, that gives us an indication of how much of an oblique impact it is. The more loft you have at impact, the higher the ball's going to launch, the lesser the ball speed. So, that comes into consideration if you swing the golf club in and you add quite a lot of loft into the club. There's equipment implications within this as well. But essentially in these sessions, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the individual's ball flight, perhaps try and straighten that ball flight out. That often helps create a little bit more distance. If we get this face to path measurement here, negative is closed in TrackMan parlance, positive is open. If we've got a lot of the face being open or closed, then we will create a lot of axis tilt in the spin, and that would probably prevent the ball speed being as high as it may well be. So we would kind of look at that. We would look in and around the launch angles and creating the correct launch parameters that will give us those launch angles as well. You'll notice going along here, I've got an attack angle. Again, science has told us if we have an angle of approach, the sweet spot's moving up slightly as it meets the ball, the potential for carrying distance is a little bit greater than it is if you're hitting down at different swing speeds. But it's quite a complex not equation, but there's lots of things going, lots of variables going together to produce this kind of output we've got in here as well. So if this all sounds interesting to you, these are the sorts of things we would do. Certainly initial stages would be a benchmark, get some good data, and then decide for each individual person, where are these gains going to come? Can we get some little bit more club head speed? Can we hit the ball a little bit nearer to the centre? Can we perhaps square up the facing path? All in all, just looking to steal a wee bit here, a wee bit there, and with maybe a little bit of a nod towards have you got the right equipment as well too. So hopefully this gives a little bit of clarity as to what the sessions are all about. There's a wee bit of technology in them. Once we've kind of looked at what's going on with the ball, what's going on with the club, we would then start to look at a little bit of video, of what you might be doing yourself to create these kind of things. So hopefully, the conclusion would be to give you a really clear strategy as to how you can maybe go about thinking about getting a little bit more off the tee.